Hello, welcome back to Let's Play Jane's Fighters Anthology as we continue with the reference materials. We are getting through them. So today we will start off with the SA-9 Gaskin, titled Noodlemon 9K31 Strela 1 SA-9 Gaskin Low Altitude Surface-to-Air Missile System. Development. Apparently developed by the Noodlemon OKB-16 Design Bureau in parallel with the ZSU-23-4, the first SA-9 launchers were produced in 1966 with the system attaining operational status in 1968. The SA-9 Gaskin, U.S. NATO designation, low-altitude clear-weather surface-to-air missile system's first recorded combat use was in May of 1981 when a Libyan SA-9 battery engaged Israeli aircraft flying over Lebanon. No hits were made and the battery was destroyed in a retaliatory airstrike. Israel subsequently captured a single SA-9 launcher in Lebanon for which the search radar coverage was provided by a J-band gun dish radar system mounted on a ZIL-157 truck chassis. Around 14 SA-9 launchers were also destroyed by the Israelis in their destruction of the Bekaa Valley Syrian missile belt during the 1982 Lebanon invasion. In December of 1983, a U.S. Navy A-6E intruder was shot down by a Syrian SA-9 missile during an attack by the U.S. fleet. In the same raid, an A-7E Corsair was lost, possibly due to a combination of SA-7 and SA-9 missiles. Iraq used SA-9s against Iran in, well, they say the Gulf War, but I think they mean the Iran-Iraq War. Because if it was in the Gulf War, it would have been us, since I don't think Iran was really involved in that, especially since the Iraqi Air Force fled to Iran. In any case, description. The system consists of a 9P31 BRDM-2 Transporter Erector Launcher, or TEL, with the normal turret and chain-driven belly wheels removed and replaced by one with four ready-to-launch SA-9 container launcher boxes. These are normally lowered to the horizontal when traveling to reduce the overall height of the vehicle. The original version of the Strela 1 missile was known as the 9M31, U.S. designation SA-9A, NATO codename Gaskin Mod 0, and used an uncooled first-generation lead sulfide (PBS) infrared seeker operating in the 1 to 3 micrometer waveband region. This was supplemented by the 9M31M variant, Russian Strela 1M system, U.S. designation SA-9B, NATO codename Gaskin Mod 1, which has an approved lead sulfide seeker operating in the 1 to 5 micrometer waveband region to provide greater target sensitivity and lock-on ability. The 30 kilogram Mach 1.5 missile is 1.8 meters long, 0.12 meters in diameter, and has a wingspan of 0.375 meters. The minimum range of the 9M31 is 800 meters, and the maximum range is 6,500 meters within altitude limits of 15 to 5,200 meters. The minimum range of the 9M31M is 560 meters and the maximum range 8,000 meters, increasing to a possible 11,000 meters when used in a tail chase engagement, within altitude limits of 10 to 6,100 meters. Specifications: configuration 4x4, crew 3, combat weight 7,000 kilograms, max speed road 100 kilometers per hour, water 10 kilometers per hour, road range 750 kilometers, engine gas 41 V8 water-cooled petrol, developing 140 horsepower at 3,400 RPM, armament 4 SA-9 missiles, ammunition 4 plus 2 SA-9s, armor 5 to 14 millimeters. They're obviously for the launcher vehicle rather than the missile system itself. Here we can see one. Here you can see another one in a lot of them in a parade. Here's another angle, a top angle of one. And here's another parade. The Soviets and Russians sure like their parades, don't they? And here is the 3D view of the in-game model of the missile in-game. So that will conclude this episode. So with that, thank you all for watching and stay tuned for next time and stay safe out there. And we'll see you then.